Jason Hooks is the founder and owner of Tas-Tee, and he joins me in studio tonight. Jason, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great. This idea of a flavored golf tee.
Yeah.
You got to have fun with it. But where did this idea come from?
It's been I call it a childhood dream. It wasn't a passion from the beginning or anything that I've been pursuing for, years and years and years. But over the last 4 years, that's been my one pursuit. When I was a kid, I made them out of wood. So you'd make a wooden golf tee flavored, just like you'd make a flavored toothpick.
Okay.
Right. So you've got cinnamon or wintergreen mint in a jar, flavoring, and it absorbs into the wooden golf tees. And I'm a military kid, so I'm going around military bases playing golf, and I've got little Ziploc bags of flavored golf tees. Didn't have a cool name, didn't have a cool slogan at that point, obviously, but ended up coming after a few of those and realizing that this is a pretty cool product. People they like to try them. They're not necessarily going to buy them, but every time I passed them out, somebody would take them. Okay. Fast forward that all the way through the corporate world, watching a screen for a long time, wanting to get out of that, and I'm literally going through my childhood book of inventions and see that flavored golf tee, and I was like, what they're making now is flavored mouth guards. Okay. So Dick's Sporting Goods and sporting goods stores, academies and stuff like that have these flavored mouth guards that showed me that flavoring plastic was both safe and the application was already out there. So it's just a matter of, hardening that material kind of and getting it to a flavored golf tee that it is today. And it's been 4 years of iterations, several of them. Really proud of where the product is and where the flavors can go from here. We're just opening different doors as far as science and scientists kind of formulating these kind of things or whatever. Fun. But it was fun. It was fun. I was just up in the Northeast formulating our new flavors, mixed berry. Which is going to be kind of cool. We're going to end up dropping off cherry because that was the prototype. Gotcha. We've got 4 flavors now. We've got cherry, wintergreen, mint, cinnamon, and lime. Okay.
So when I golf, I always put the golf tee behind the ear.
Right. It has to go somewhere.
It has to go somewhere. Yeah. So I'm thinking my golf game is frustrating. Is that what do people chew on the tee?
I think it's a 2 birds with 1 stone thing. First, guys are never going to carry it in their pocket because it's down there with other parts that you don't want pierced, right? So let's not have golf tees anywhere near that area. So most people put it in their hat. I'm guilty of that as well. I stick it in the hat or the visor, stick it in the mouth. I've seen professional golfers are sitting there on the tee box or whatever about to hit, and just in joking or something, they'll just throw it in their mouth while they're putting their glove on. I'm sitting there yelling at the screen, that could be a Tas-Tee. They could be tasting flavor while they're experiencing that. So that's the next iteration of Tas-Tee is getting that out to the masses and showing people that hey, there's something that's safe that you can actually chew on. But before you put it in the ground, obviously you don't want to put it back in your face after it goes.
So I was wondering that.
Yes. We don't promote that. We don't promote that. So
it's you chew the flavor out, then you start golfing.
Right. It's actually made entirely of flavored material. So no matter how hard you chew into it, it's going to that consistency theoretically is all the way through the golf tee. Okay. So that's not the part. It's just a matter of when it goes in the ground. Obviously, whatever's on the ground you don't want in your mouth. So once it goes in the ground, that's it. Now it's a golf tee. It can't go back in your face. That's why we make more.
There you go.
You need another golf tee. Yeah.
So do you envision a day that the PGA Tour is playing with your golf tees?
Man, I can't. In my head, if we can get enough people behind this and you get the pricing down to where a normal golf tee is, there's nobody that's choosing a regular golf tee when there's a flavored golf tee of a comparable price.
There you go.
It's got to be tasty. Everything's coming up tasty.
I love the name, and it's Tas-Tee. It's tas.t.com. We're showing on the screen for our BizTv viewers, but if you're listening to the podcast, tas-t.com. There you can go and get it. Of course, you guys ship it anywhere, right?
Anywhere. We've done just sent some this week to Belgium, of all places. I've sent some to China. I've sent some to, Pakistan, way back in the day, a couple years ago. So it's just different people, I think, in different locations are finding it. It's just one of those things that I didn't think there'd be an audience for. And now that I'm kind of finding an audience, it's just a matter of finding different revenue streams to reach those audience and how lucrative each one is and is it worth your time kind of thing.
So I want to know the kitchen table conversation you had when you're telling your wife, I'm leaving the corporate world.
Yeah, good money.
I deal with that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
that I'm going to launch a whole business
let's try this.
Flavored. How did that go?
I won't say it was dead. One day I walked out, Jerry Maguire style, and then the next day it was like I have to do Tas-Tee. There was definitely some overlap there, and like I said, it took me a long time to find a scientist that would formulate such a product. It took me a long time to get a prototype. Years. I mean, two or 3 years. That happened in several hundreds of phone calls. But once we got the prototype, then it was like, hey, babe. I've got this prototype golf thing. Golf is a very difficult industry to get into, so it's not something that I've really tried to pound into the industry because they're not real receptive to stuff like that. It's about making it cool with kids, having a different angle to get into golf, and especially because golf is doing so well right now.
Right.
A lot of eyes on golf, not just in the United States, around the world.
Well, I think the selling point would be try to get the younger generations interested in the game.
Definitely.
Because it is something that sometimes it's hard to get the younger generations into it.
And it's odd what connects a kid to a sport or to a activity. Going fishing and learning, doing certain things as a kid that normal kids, quote unquote, would do. When they have a golf experience, they might not be able to hit a ball because their dad's the one playing. That was my experience. Right. I was the caddy.
Right.
So, when he hit a ball in the woods, my job began. But from that spawned, hey, there are other ways to make money in golf. You don't have to be the best golfer to do that. Obviously, you can own a product or be in the golf world.
Sure.
As a teacher, I've met so many people throughout I've been a golf range pro, if you will.
Okay.
Lessons and picking up balls, everything that one would do at a driving range.
Sure.
I've done a lot of that stuff, so I can appreciate the golf industry as a market.
Right.
At the same time, they're pretty quick to throw you out if they smell some BS, if you will. If it's not a good thing or if it's not a product that's going to sustain, they can see through that veil.
They can see through that.
Yeah.
Well, we got less than a minute. How has your business grown since you started this? Have you seen?
Leaps and bounds. I mean, every year, the last 3 years, we've doubled. So,
Wow.
So it's gone from where it was, hey, I can pay my bills, to this year we're traveling extensively. Wife and I just got back from London. So this opening more doors. So now London knows about this.
What flavors did you bring today?
These are lime. So this is a lime flavored golf tee.
Okay.
One of the applications we have is that we do customized printing on the back. So that's young man Tony Romo right there.
Get your logo in there.
Yeah, exactly. So Tas-Tee there. And then we got the 2-pack. 2-packs for sure right there. And then that's Tas-Tee and Tas-Tee.com. We've got flavor down to a T.
Jason, I love your enthusiasm and your excitement. I think that's what makes it so great.
Awesome,
and the website again is tas-t.com. Check it out. This is Create, Build, and Manage Daily.
That's awesome.